Let's read some Glitch in the Matrix stories, part 130. This all started when I first met my boyfriend and I had moved in with him and his mom in this little apartment. This was about 7 years ago. So we always loved watching scary movies and I just kind of chalked it up to that. But at night, I started to get really scared and felt like something evil was following me. Every night I would go to bed, I would feel like something was standing next to me and it wasn't a good presence. It seemed very evil and sinister. It got so bad that I told my boyfriend that he wasn't allowed to leave the room to get up and go get a snack or even go to the bathroom until I was asleep because I would get so scared. One time when he thought I was asleep, he got up and went to the kitchen to grab a snack, and then I felt him come back and sit on the bed and lay down next to me. And about a minute or two later, all of a sudden, I feel him sit down and I whipped myself over and started yelling at him. I said, "What the fuck are you doing? Why did you just sit back down?" And he said, "What are you talking about? I just sat down now." And I said, "I thought you lay down next to me a couple of minutes ago." And he said, "I don't know what you're talking about. I just came in the room." Then one night I was sleeping and I sat up and I kept saying, "He knows I'm here. He knows I'm here." And he was saying, "Who knows you're here?" And he started to get really scared. And then all of a sudden I just said, "He knows I'm here. He has no skin." And then I laid back down. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Now, fast forward to a few years later, I was looking on my time hop and I was looking at one of my old pictures. And I remember this picture. We were outside of College America. We were getting ready to go in and it was just him and I in the car. We never hung out with anyone. It was always just him and I. As I'm looking at the picture, I realized that you can see a woman behind me. You can see her eyebrow, her leg, her black hair, but I promise on everything, like I bet my life on it, that it was just him and I, and there was no one else in the car with us. To prove it, there's a picture I took right before the one with the girl behind me. There's pictures. I will send both of them. You don't need to blur our faces. I don't mind people seeing us. There was also one time where we were watching a scary movie called Ouija, and it was just him and I alone that night. His mom was working an overnight, and all of a sudden, we both turned and looked at the door, and it was shut, but not all the way. You could see light from the living room shining through the crack of the whole door. And then suddenly, a huge black mask slowly moved in front of the door, covering all of the light, eventually, and then disappearing as if something walked in front of our door. But the way the apartment was set up, you couldn't walk past the door. There was just no room and no one else was there. We both looked at each other and asked if we both saw that, and we did, and we started to freak out. And then we looked at the door again and it happened again, and it looked like that dark mass was moving in the same direction as it did the first time. After we moved out of there, things settled down and I have never felt like that again, thank goodness. But every time I look at these pictures, it still creeps me out. Thank you for reading my story, Rachel. Okay, let's look at the pictures. This is the one she sent for comparison of both of them. You see, it's just them in the car. And then this is it. Oh my God, I see it. Look, wait. Do you see? Hold on. Oh my God, it's so clear. Look, at the top, look, there's the girl's hair, her eyebrow, her eye, her leg back here, her leg. Oh my God, that's a good picture. She looks young. You know what's weird too is it's like white on the left of her. See that? It's like white. Maybe that's just like the sunlight coming through the back window because it's not really on this one. I'm not scared. You're scared.